Hey everybody, it's Wednesday night and it's time for Super Geeked Up.
Woo!
Yeah!
Oh my God.
What's up everybody? My name is Jeff. This is Super Geeked Up. Thank you so much for being here. This is your live geeky pop culture show. If you haven't seen us before, we're going to talk some zany geeky topics, play some fun geek themed improv games. I was joined as always by my co-host, Francis Fernandez.
Hi everybody. I'm a hustler, baby. I want you to know.
It's that wing
All
hustler
right.
there.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching the chat. Oh, before I get to the though, let's introduce our awesome guest. So he actually did a Super Geeked Up live with me at Dragon Con, one of the awesome people who joined us. He was amazing. He is from Goblins and Growlers and the Quid Pro Roll podcast, Gabriel Perez.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Give me the energy. I'm very excited to be here. I expect much applause. I want to hear it through the interwebs. I want so much applause it crashes.
All right, you've been challenged, folks.
Oh boy.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. I see you, Crodius, Chaz, Anthony, Martha, Julie, Kathy. Thank you guys for all being. And one of my former students, Zaza the boss, he's here. Because I know it's him because of Waffle Arrow is a very unique inside joke between us about.
Oh, good.
Yes, about the show Arrow. So thanks, man. Thanks for watching. I'm glad it's great to see you. I hope you're doing great.
For those of you not in the know, you get to throw in your theories as to what Waffle Arrow means.
Right.
You can totally do that, actually. Yes, please do, and I'll tell you if you're right or not. But don't tell them, Zaza there. And let's see. Scorpio says, another alumni from the live. We are so lucky. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So we got some cool geeky games. We're going to play Super Chat in a little bit. We're going to do Tangent Tales, where Francis has a interesting, I'm sure, tale for us later on. He's going to start us with. We got some geeky games, but we're going to start off with our super geeky question of the day, which Francis has for us.
Yes, that's right. This Friday, actually.
This Friday.
We're gonna have not enough time to perish because it took too long to get to the movie theaters because Bond is back. And
that was the original title, by the way.
That was the original title.
Not enough time to perish.
It didn't fit into the posters. I'm like, what's another one to perish? Die, no time to die. And it's opening this weekend. And Bond has had a lot of cars and gadgets. But which car or gadget?
Not enough minutes to expire. Sorry.
525,000.
Oh, man. One of my favorite musicals of all time.
Cry.
What Bond vehicle or car or gadget would you most like to have?
All right, folks, in the chat, you can let us know. Bond car, gadget.
Or gadget.
When you said, actually, wait, because you said vehicle or car. Has he had anything besides cars? I guess he's had boats, maybe.
Yeah,
right?
boats. He had a boat.
Does he have a plane?
In this one, he has a plane that turns into a boat.
A plane that turns into a boat. Nice.
I want to say he has boat. He's had boats,
but in neither form it has wheels.
Yes, exactly. Oh no, there's he even had a plane. Like he had like a little one-man plane that had a.
Well, he went to space one time. I know.
And he had a jetpack. So
yes.
Technically a vehicle, I guess. So
I like that.
I don't know about that. All right. Well, anyway, Gabriel, let's start with you. What's your choice?
Gosh, like there's so much to pick from, especially like the gajillions of like other British spy-esque movies with amazing Q-esque gadgets. I would definitely say in my day-to-day life, I would love. I don't know if this necessarily was a Bond gadget. I feel like it was in my head. It could have been. I would absolutely love like you know those like clown flowers, like the little lapel flower that like shoots water, but like the ability to shoot like any number of important fluids out, like if you like getaway fluid or hand sanitizer. I shook someone's hand, things like that.
This man is losing blood. Hold on, squirt.
Or like,
exactly. Like
milk, orange juice, or something. Just so you can get a drink, right?
Someone's at like a Starbucks and they're out of non-dairy creamer. You're like, I got you. Just
I'm sure they won't mind at all. Some guy with his flowers putting stuff in their coffee.
It's okay. It's flour milk.
Flour milk.
You don't want some lapel milk? Come on, it's really good. It's not. It's got no GMOs in it.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
The multi-purpose squirt flour.
Nice, I like it. Martha says the Aston Martin Db5, the classic.
Very good classic.
Choice, Martha.
Yeah.
I have a list of all the cars up here. I gotta say, since you were talking about ones that transform, the Lotus Esprit from The Spy Who Loved Me was a car that
turned into a boat.
To a submarine, actually.
Yeah, submarine.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think I would take that, man, because, dude, you never know, right? If you drive off the road, you land in a lake or something. It's nice to have a car and you're good to go. And you can
when Apple Maps sends you into that lake.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, I'm just going to take it's a shortcut. It knew I had a submarine car. So.
It told me to go left. I went left.
To my right was a golf course. To my left was a lake. It told me to turn. I don't know, man.
Obviously, you go in the lake rather than the golf course.
One would cost you less, probably.
Probably. Oh, that's someone with knowledge there.
People don't like tire tracks in their golf course.
I'm also trying to look here. I don't know if it was used exactly like this. I know he had stuff that like shot out of his watch, right?
Yeah.
I would like a grappling hook though. I don't know if exactly.
He had a belt grappling hook. He had a belt grappling hook. Yeah.
I would like a wristwatch grappling hook.
Yeah, please a wristwatch.
But also, I could also like use just to like shoot and tie the villains up, or something.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm imagining the belt grappling hook. I know it probably looked really sexy in the films. I don't know. There's just in reality, I don't know. There's a lot of like very good looking ways to like. Chukunk.
Well, yeah. Well, I think he.
And then you're just pulled up like this or something.
And then you're just pulled up like a rag doll, like a puppet that got its strings tied.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, look.
Yeah, that's why it's cooler if it's on your arm. Then you can hold it like that,
Your wrist like shoots, like you break your wrist because of.
No, but then you hold on with both hands. Once you shoot.
you wrap it around your arm,
and then you have it go up once you're set to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wristwatch.
That's how professional spies do it.
Yeah, haven't you seen it? No, you haven't, because they're spies. They're that good. That's why you never saw it happen.
Sadly, the watches. I think the coolest watch that Bond had. Sadly, was not a rope. It was ticker tape that would give him messages from
Apple Watch.
Yeah, it was the
original
Apple Watch. Yeah.
Also, folks, if you could also kind of make up your own, like what kind of gadget you think could be cool if you were a spy. If you don't know a lot of the Bond stuff. By the way, Jalou just said he was the vehicle many a lady rode him. Well,
oh God!
I mean, look. They had a character in The World Is Not Enough, played by she was Christmas Jones. Right, her name was Dr. Christmas Jones, physicist.
Oh, Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
Yeah.
The only reason why her name was Christmas Jones was that at the very end of the movie, he could turn to her and said, "Oh, I thought Christmas only came once a year." And that was it. That's the only reason why he had her there.
Of course, man.
Was for that line.
The writer's like, "This is the last line. Now I know what I got to name the character."
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's like I know how I want to end the movie with that one.
I will say, I for sure made plenty of NPC characters in tabletop role-playing games with roughly that same goal.
Oh, okay.
Their name will surmount to one joke, hopefully at the last 10 minutes of the adventure.
Well, look, then that's a then that's a name well made, because again, I think these, I don't know, the whole thing just.
Chad says he's with Martha, the Aston Martin Db5, and his watch, part super magnet, part circular saw with a good length of Kevlar rope in it. Oh, there you go.
Also, they had Kevlar rope in it.
All right. Oh, awesome. Good. The rope is bulletproof.
That is good. The biggest watch in the world. Like the watch is like this big.
Hey man, Q's a genius.
He's walking around like Flava Flav.
Right. It's like can I just put it around my neck, Q?
Nice.
Can I say if you're being a spy in America.
Exactly.
Right.
and part-time rapper.
Yes. See, that's the James Bond film I want to see, where he has to get in a rap battle with the villain.
Well, I mean, even the villains have
that'd be good.
like even the villains had weird gadgets. Like there was one guy whose whole point, because of his name, was that he had a metal jaw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, oh God, what was his name with the bowler hat that can cut people's heads off?
Yeah, that was Odd Job.
Odd Job. Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
It's like,
yes.
just,
definitely Odd Job, because that comes up a lot in the QPR podcast for some reason. We have one character wears a cowboy hat, and now he wears a top hat, and he keeps pleading with the DM to let him put razor wire on it so he can decapitate people with his hat from a distance. And the DM keeps very reasonably saying no.
Oh, that's too bad, because I want the Odd Job equivalent from Austin Powers to have like his thing, which was the shoe. He throw the shoe.
Who throws the shoe? Honestly,
exactly. Oh, there you go. That's funny. Yeah, that's I wish I would remember the guy's name. It was really funny too.
Listeners Made, by the way, says Bond should have had the very cool car that Steve Urkel had in Family Matters, the Italian-made microcode known as the Izetta.
Yes.
Oh my God, I would love that so much if Bond had to drive the Urkel-mobile.
Yes, please.
I love the Urkel-mobile.
I'm not sure why. The watch thing made me think of that pen from Johnny English, where he was like just talking about like, oh, I used to have a pen like this. If you click it once, it's a regular pen, but click it twice, and it turns into a deadly neurotoxin dart. And he like clicks it twice.
In the neck.
Well, yeah, and then the chick just falls down in the room. He's like, I wonder where the secretary went. Weird.
Oh man.
By the way, I totally agree. Q is an awesome character. I always love the way Q got so exasperated at Bond. Right? They just had it was a great like dynamic between them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite things was Pierce Brosnan is like, he's just seen all of the gadgets and he picks up a sandwich and he goes to Q, "What's this?" And Q says, "That's my lunch."
Yeah, he just takes it.
Just grabs the sandwich like, oh man.
Yes. There always has to be the gag of like, oh, what is this other item on your desk? That's a regular item, Bond. Jeez.
Well, Bond was as suave as he was, he did play dumb every once in a while.
Yeah.
So what, Francis? What are your choices?
So many. To pick from now.
As for vehicle, it would have to be, I forget, I don't know what the model is, but there was a BMW he had that he could control with his phone.
Yes, Brosnan did that one.
Yeah,
he was like in the back seat or something, controlling it, or
So
through the parking garage. He was driving it through the parking garage. Yeah, because people were shooting him, so he was like,
such a great scene. I mean, some of the gadgets on the car were kind of dumb because they were very like scenario specific, but just the fact that you can drive the car from the phone, I thought was really cool. I really enjoyed that. As for the gadgets, as for gadgets, he had a ton. He had a pen that would be a grenade, and it would blow people up. There was one where it was a combination toothpaste and cigarette.
Was it like an explosive, like C4?
It's an explosive, yeah. So the cigarette pack would be the detonator. And
this is so dangerous, though, right? If like anybody else, or particularly when he does get up with a woman or something, like he needs to tell them like, don't use my toothpaste. Right?
Well, there's a scene where he brings back one of the Bond girls, and Q meets him in a I forget which version. I think it's Connery Bond, and meets up in a hotel room. And one of the girl picks up a camera and it shoots a laser. It was a Polaroid camera. It shoots a laser, and
oh God,
almost killed him. So
See, that's just really sloppy.
The stuff in my jacket.
You can't be leaving your spy gadgets just for anybody to get a hold of.
Well, they were going over the gadgets. That was the thing. They're like, oh, this is what this does. This is what that does. And then she just happened to pick up a camera, said smile, and nearly the laser.
That's that scene from the first Men in Black movie. It was like, oh, what's this? Do not touch things.
Oh, but yeah, like the noisy cricket, right? Things.
Well, no, it was there was like a little ball that was like bounced all over the lab and destroyed everything. Right. Yeah. It was like in the first 30 minutes of the film.
Oh, see, and that's the thing. You just don't mess with the gadgets. But
don't touch things when you're in a lab. Unless you work there, don't touch things. I think that's just a universal rule. Probably lab safety. Remember chemistry class, public school people.
Oh yeah, no, of course. That's why you always have to have your glasses and your gloves on at all.
Goggles. gloves, apron.
I
don't know how I went to science class. My bad, guys.
I was running last year, a few months ago. I was running this game called Young Centurions and RPG, and this well, Trip, as many of our viewers have seen Trip. Hope they know him probably. But anyway, he's playing this character. They're all teenagers in this game. It's kind of like a pulpy 1910s set game. Anyway, there's this like guy who always gives them these gadgets for their missions, right? Because they're kind of like teenage spies in a way. And every time he goes down there, though, the first thing Trip, as his character, always does is says, "I go in and touch everything," and I'm like, "Okay, of course you do. Of course you do." Like that's.
I lick my hands and touch.
Now something I have to say something ridiculous happens, of course, because you just touched everything.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I mean, hey, sometimes that character is necessary to move the plot along.
No, it's actually a super funny. Funny
but at the same time,
no, I really enjoy his character.
That's also really the funny player that has to re-roll their character the most often.
Digital binoculars, Kathy says.
Oh, okay.
Those are cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm sad is that Daniel Craig Bond didn't get a lot of cool gadgets. He just got like.
No, because they made them much more. He was the realistic Bond.
He was the grounded Bond.
Yeah.
Even though his car.
He was the gadget.
The Casino Royale car had some cool stuff in it, right?
Like I think even Casino Royale, even to the new Q, right? I think he
didn't have a Q in the first one. They had a Q. The Q wasn't introduced until.
Oh no, Quantum.
The second or third movie, he was.
Quantum Solace, the young guy.
Yeah, he wasn't introduced for.
Well, anyway, I thought at one point when he first meets him, he asked him about some gadget or something. He's like, "No, it's a gun, and you shoot people."
That's
like,
the third movie. Yeah,
it's the third. It's like nothing special about it. It's
a gun that has.
We're all expecting it to be something weird, right?
It's a gun that has your thumbprint and like a little thing that tells us where you are. That's it. You're done.
Right, well, that's something at least.
GPS gun.
Yeah.
I wanna see those like the Lawkeeper or whatever that gun was from Judge Dredd. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see that in Bond? Yeah, he could just say what he wants.
Yes.
Incendiary.
Yeah, right. Like that would be. I want the Judge Dredd James
Flower
Bond,
milk.
Judge Bond crossover.
It's the lapel thing, but in gun form.
Yeah, gun.
Yes.
It's flower milk. That's when Judge Dredd gets hungry.
Flower milk.
That's when he's at Starbucks. He said, and he puts the gun into the coffee.
I want flower milk.
Gotta shoot these people.
Shoot it in their eyes. They'll regret it immediately.
Jalou brings up, of course, the people like to say this conspiracy theory, right? That The Rock, Sean Connery's character, was actually Bond in The Rock. I don't subscribe to that, but it's a fun thing to think about.
I watched a whole half-hour thing that like lined up everything, and I'm like, no.
Listen, this is what people do with everything, right? Like they always want to make.
They have a lot of time in their hands, but they did it, and I was very impressed.
I'm out of the loop on this one. What is this?
Have you seen the movie The Rock?
Probably not.
So this is, in my opinion, by far Michael Bay's best movie. Nicolas Cage plays it in an FBI scientist. He's a chemical expert.
Yeah, he's a chemical weapons expert. Yeah.
Anyway, this military guy takes over Alcatraz this is in the 90s. The movie came out, and he's threatening to launch missiles if they don't succumb to him. Sean Connery was the only man to break out of Alcatraz. And so they bring old Sean Connery back to work with Nicolas Cage to sneak into Alcatraz and stop the guy.
And during the whole movie, they say, "Oh, he's X, MI6. He was all these things," and it was highly hinted at that he is actually a retired old James Bond.
I don't think it was hinted at all.
That was the old man Logan James Bond type of thing.
Sort of, yeah.
I mean, listen, he can't be Bond because it's not the same franchise, right? Obviously, so he can't actually be Bond.
Well, that's why they don't say it. They have to hint at it.
I mean, maybe they are paying homage to it.
You can't say that Snowpiercer is just the Willy Wonka universe, but 40 years in the future or whatever. But it is.
Oh my God, I've never put that together. Those two things.
Yeah. That is.
I've only seen the Snowpiercer movie though. I haven't seen the show.
Rewatch Snowpiercer through the lens that it's Charlie up there.
Because I've only seen the movie, but that movie is weird.
Yeah,
I like it.
I didn't know. I enjoyed it, but that was a weird fucking movie.
Yeah,
it's based off a French comic.
Okay, is that your explanation for why it's?
Okay, so
you think it is weird because it is French?
The French
there's
are
a surprising number of things where it's like, oh, this is a really good thing. Yeah, it's based off a French comic. Because like, isn't Umbrella Academy a French comic too?
No, Umbrella Academy is the My Chemical Romance guy who created.
That was it. That's right.
Yeah.
But there were a couple others. I have a couple of people that just that phrase comes up a lot. Oh yeah, it was either a French comic or it was a Canadian comic or show.
Avant-garde, They're so
They know how to push boundaries.
they have a certain
Probably.
je ne sais quoi.
Jalou says, who is the best Money Penny and why? So you know what? I actually love the current Money Penny, but they never really. I wish they just did something more with her. Because it was a totally different take on Money Penny. She was actually in the field with him at first, and
she's a very
Skyfall.
I love that. Hey, you're a very capable agent. We're going to put you behind a desk.
Well, part of it might have been because she shot Bond, right, and she thought she killed him, and
still, it's an easy mistake to make when you're.
No, it's fine, but maybe she didn't want to be anymore, right? Maybe there was some PTSD she had to go. PTSD.
I was going to say, you're on a train, you're jumping around.
No, I know, it's very difficult, right? She didn't. Yeah. So anyway, but I thought she was really cool, and I really wish they had her be more of and also that she never romantically was with him, which I really liked. That she was more like an equal, and I wish they did more of her.
None of the Money Pennies were with Bond.
No, but the earlier ones always were flirting with him and wanted to be, and this one never really did that.
Oh, she flirts a little bit with him.
Very minor, very minor. It's not the other ones. The whole scene would just be flirting. That's the only reason. He was in.
There's a lot of innuendo in the older.
Not as much as you put more innuendo, I think, than actually.
No, the Sean Connery ones. Oh no.
Oh, Sean Connery. Yeah.
No, the Sean Connery ones. Oh my goodness.
100%.
They are pretty much like show. You want me to shit on the chat and you shit on me?
Oh God.
Come on.
No.
It's like, I don't want to poo on you. And no, that's not what I meant.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I'm certain less than half of those were written in the script. It was all Connery being a creep the whole time.
Connery's pretty
I don't know. I don't know, man. Most of those all those Bond movies back then were, I think, written that way too, though, right?
It's probably true. Yeah.
It's a product of its time, right? So
yeah, it was the 40s. Was it 40s? It was 40s, 50s.
Around. Right? Yeah.
Oh, when the books were out, you mean?
Yeah.
I see. Chuck says the Money Penny Roger Moore had is his favorite. So Chuck, that was different than did they change when we went from Connery to because Q stayed the same. I know.
And M stayed the same.
Yeah. Although there have been different M's over the years.
I mean, there have been different Q's. So yeah.
No, but I don't know. That Q was down for a long time. That guy.
Yeah, and only what's his face? Cleese took over for 2 movies.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh yeah, that didn't. They didn't.
John Cleese, was there for 2 movies.
Then they did Daniel Craig, and they're like, "Well, we're just restarting everything.
We're just starting over and reusing this young guy."
That's right. He was R. That's right.
And then S came along.
Julia brought that up earlier. That's who he was.
R.
Umbrella Academy equals My Chemical Comic Book. Oh, I like that. That's a good play. Scorpio.
Yeah.
My Chemical Comic Book. That's great.
All right, folks. There you go. Thank you for our Bond thing.
Bond thing.
Bond thing. Or Bond
Thank you for
segment.
allowing us to bond with you.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're a couple of cool valent Bonds.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Back in science class, kids.
Bringing it back to the science.
Don't forget those goggles and ring.
All right. Well, yes. Tell us. Hopefully, if you're going to see it, you enjoy Bond. I'll probably maybe next week. I think I might go check it out.
I am watching it this Saturday, so.
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the end.
That's right. This is the end of the Daniel Craig era, folks.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Oh, jeez.
Wait.
Closing time.
That's it. Oh, I love that song. I knew that was for something I like. Closing time is semisonic. I love that song.
Yeah.
Tammy, you did just miss the Bond. Oh, bondage. Oh, clever, Tammy.
Yep. All that bondage. Oh, no.
Tammy, I did talk about the Young Centurions game we played, though. You were a part of. All right. Anyway, Tammy, you can still put your things in. Favorite Bond car, favorite Bond gadget. Put them in the chat.
It can't be the rope that the sheep uses on him when he was scratching his balls.
You are obsessed with that fucking scene.
He says it.
You're not the only one, actually. Other people who always bring that scene up.
It's such a weird scene. Like,
so why do they like? Oh yeah, he's hitting his nuts. It's great. Like,
because he says that. That's what he says in the movie. He's like, I can't wait to tell people you scratch my balls. It's like, what a weird thing for Bond to say.
Well, it's either that or just you howl in pain. I guess, right?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to cover up his pain.
Yes.
That's what good. That's what good guys do, right? Like they say quippy lines when they're being tortured.
I'll remember that next time.
Like Ryan Reynolds' character in Blade 3, one of my best interrogation torture scenes ever. I mean, you torture Ryan Reynolds in any film, and it's going to be amazing and hilarious. So
I'm just glad that someone saw Blade 3.
I saw when it first came out. I love the Blade series, but that movie's terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was the five of us, Jeff included, and we all wore our long black coats and sunglasses.
Right.
Yes.
And we're epically disappointed.
But no one could tell because we were that doer of expression.
Right, exactly. No one can tell behind all the vampire.
So quick aside I recently read something. Interview with David Goyer, who he was the writer of all the Blades, but he directed the last one. He did not direct the first two.
Yeah,
but David Goyer is a huge guy. He's produced and written tons of stuff, and he's done some of the the stories for the Batman Begins and stuff movies. Like it was interesting because him and Wesley Snipes, perfect Blade, amazing. Yes. It sounded like, at least from the commentary I listened to for Blade 2, it sounded like they were really tight, but on Blade 3 apparently total fall out. Like apparently at times Wesley Snipes he refused to come out of his trailer, and he would send notes to Goyer just signed Blade. Like he wouldn't even talk to him.
So, not even Wesley Snipes signed Blade.
Yeah, not Snipes. Right now. Blade.
And he would just do close-ups, I guess, and then they just had to get stunned. I don't know. So anyway. Goyer basically was not a fun film to shoot. I guess
he did very little fighting in that movie. It was all
Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, they did all the heavy lifting. And he was just
because Blade 2 though, I think is an amazing martial arts film, like Snipes is. And Snipes is a great fighter and martial artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he's so good in that.
Great film martial artist.
Yeah.
So good at it.
I'm excited for Mahershala. Is that how you say his name?
Mahershala Ali. Yeah.
Hey, I said it right for the first time. Nice to take over the reins of Blade. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Next year, apparently. I mean, it was leaked.
October
2022.
I'm down with that, man.
Date.
Yes, please.
Blade. So
that sounds like we need to do a show in October of 2022 for that.
Oh, we do. I love Blade. I'll be all about Blade.
Put that on the docket. It'll be a Blade themed episode.
It's already on the calendar.
Yeah. Hopefully, I hope Wesley Snipes at least gets a cameo. He said he would totally be in another Blade.
He should play the role of I forget. I don't remember the actor's name, but he was
Christopher Christopherson's role.
Yeah, Christopher Christopherson. Yeah,
like the mentor type person.
Yes.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
be down.
The over the hill wizened mentor,
or whatever.
He can do a lot of close-ups.
Right.
And actually, by the way, I love Wesley Snipes, dude. I'm a huge Wesley Snipes fan. Passenger 57. Friends, I love that movie.
Well, having just recently saw it, yes. I understand why, but. I mean, or he could be whatever character he played in Expendables. He could be that guy too.
Ooh. Oh, is he in the Expendables?
He's in the last one. The third one,
yeah. Comes out October 7th, 2022 is a rumor. Chuck says
that was the leaked date.
Tis the rumor.
Listener says, didn't one of the Blade movies use an abandoned barge that's in the middle of a river in Vancouver that was once owned by McDonald's? Wait, McDonald's had a barge in the middle of the river? That's pretty cool, actually.
Starting that sentence with "didn't" makes it sound like you don't know, but you are very specific with that information.
No, that's a very
You're the expert on this.
Listener May knows everything, man. I would like to go to now. I want to go to McDonald's that's on a barge in the middle of the river. How do you get to it? Do you
like a Louisiana?
Do you parachute onto the barge? Do you take a ferry?
No, you got to jump.
It goes by the dock and you have to run up off the dock and jump.
Yeah.
And hope
or if you're late, you have to do the motorcycle ramp off the dock.
Oh yes, or like in a movie, right?
Yes.
As it's pulling away, yes, you have.
It's a McDonald's only for films being filmed, or stunt doubles. It's all for stunt doubles.
Right. And as you're soaring through the air in your motorcycle, you yell, "I'm loving it!" as you land on the barge.
No, you have to
get golden sparks that come out of the tires, so it makes 2 golden arches as you fly
Oh,
through
that's
the air.
nice. Do you want to have them to sing the song, the fish song? Is that what you want?
No, they have to sing Rhythm of the
Filet of
Night.
fish. What?
They have to sing Rhythm of the Night because they're on the barge.
Oh,
Dude, I was like, what joke is he trying to set up? That's a great song. The joke was terrible, but the song is great.
You know, it's funny. You know, I actually live by a McDonald's that's used specifically for commercials. It's so weird. You can't go. There's a drive. You can't enter it. It's just made for commercials.
Much
I
like
live by a barge.
McDonald's,
And
it is hollow on the inside.
Well, I don't remember the last time I've seen a McDonald's commercial. But mind you, I haven't seen a lot of commercials lately, I guess.
It's been a long time since I've seen a commercial since I installed ad blockers. Which I disable if I like the creator.
Exactly.
There used to be some big song though, right? Like there was a big song going through the whole menu, wasn't there, for McDonald's or something?
Yeah, it was like they had a Big Mac song.
Yeah.
Yes. There was actually there was like a contest or whatever. Or no, there was a thing that if you did the entire song,
you get
like at a cashier, you would get like a free meal or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. That's actually cool.
They did that for I think like a year, and then they quickly said that was fun. Don't do that anymore. We had enough people quit.
Because they got sick of hearing it.
Yeah, probably.
The barge will go out into international waters and serve Soylent Green. Okay, burgers.
Oh, geez. All right.
Ooh, healthy.
Tammy says if it goes to Chicago, it would be the barge.
Don't
Like
make
the
me do a Boston
Bears.
accent.
Not
That's
Boston.
Boston.
Chicago.
Chicago, Boston, same thing.
No, I went to school
in
Chicago,
Boston,
man.
Chicago-chusets. Haven't you been there?
I love Chicago Massachusetts.
It's right next to San Fran, Tokyo from Big Hero 6.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I love it.
San
Big Hero 6 is good. I think the story of the barge. Here's more information.
Here we go.
McDonald's was trying something new during a World's Fair, a concept of McDonald's called McBarge. The idea failed, and now the barge is abandoned.
Oh, no.
Heck yeah.
Well,
Wait,
bring
where?
back McBarge. I want to go to McBarge.
Me too. Wait, did that say where it was?
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Why Vancouver? Okay.
Well, I've been to Vancouver. It's a very nice city, very pretty.
Yeah, and it's by the coast, so
Lots of filming going on there.
Yeah, that's true. That could work.
it's all your CW shows. Right?
I retract my aghast.
So maybe if all the CW people love McDonald's, it's a good call.
Yeah, you get Supergirl to fling you across. And
right, that's how you get on the barge. Supergirl throws you.
Yeah, and then while you're there, during breakfast, you can get waffle arrows.
Waffle arrow. Oh, good callback. I'm impressed. Too bad my student stopped watching probably already. Stop doing your homework and watch the show. Damn it. Just kidding. Good job, dude. Keep doing your homework. I'm proud of you.
5 points from Gryffindor.
It's only 5. It's fine.
Tammy says, "I love Big Hero 6." Absolutely. That doesn't really get enough love, I feel, or people don't talk enough.
It's
about
forgotten. I think it's an easily forgotten. Because it is Disney. It's not Pixar. It's a Disney movie.
Yeah, but it's super fun.
No,
It was a super aesthetic experience, and like just it mixed so many things, but I think it came out around the same time as a couple other big things too. So
Yeah.
kind of like it had its peak and it flowed down. I'm definitely in the party of like, no, Big Hero 6 needs more love. It
Oh,
was,
yeah.
It
was a fantastic film.
It's a really good film. It's a really good movie.
Like they did
and-
so much world building for that, which
And
I always
made
appreciate.
Made into a series too, though, on Disney.
Yeah,
That's true.
I always appreciate when writers do enough world building that something is richer than what you'll see on paper, but not too much that you like invent languages and like Tolkien-style things.
Well,
Not that I'm not a fan of that. I just fully agree that that's most of the time a waste of time.
Well, hopefully they'll add it to the big Marvel universe eventually, since it's a Marvel property. So.
Oh, wait, you mean the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Big Hero 6 characters in there? Yes, please. Can we have it like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit Looney Tunes movie style where they're still animated?
That'd be better, I think, than having to go live action. That's for
Nice.
sure.
I mean, multiverse.
Multiverse. Exactly.
They can go to the cartoon universe.
So I just noticed this got flagged, so I just had to approve it. Comics are fun. But he had said, what? Bond can't like his ball scratch? Such testicular discrimination.
Testicular discrimination.
Don't kink shame.
Yeah.
It's 11:42 p.m. We don't kink shame here.
Tammy made her daughter Annika
Unless
be
you're
Honey
James
Lemon.
Bond, and shame
Be
on
Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6.
Oh,
very
very
nice.
nice.
As a you did cosplay? That's awesome.
I think she showed us some of the cosplay.
From Honey Lemon one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
on
nice.
Twitter, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it came out at the same time as Frozen. I will never let it go.
Yeah, that was
I
it.
watched over Frozen then, because I
That's
didn't see
why.
Frozen until like a year after it was out. So
Same.
makes more sense.
It was.
Oh, nice. So he put up the
unintentionally
video about the
divisive.
abandoned McBarge on the Facebook page. Okay, great.
Oh, there you go.
Tweet it.
Yes, please.
All right,
Abandoned
folks.
McBarge field trip. Super geeked up. Live and
That's
direct.
that's where our con's going to be. Our FrefCon. We're going to do it on the abandoned barge. Nobody's using it.
And we'll have the barge play for us.
Yeah. We can probably get them.
We could probably get El DeBarge on the barge.
Yeah.
By the way, yes, comics are fun. This is a different person though. El DeBarge, which is weird. There was two people named this.
No, El DeBarge isn't that.
Yes,
it's the barge. It's the same guy.
El DeBarge is the
I've heard two different
the
names.
main dude, isn't he?
That's Rhythm of the Night.
American singer.
Because there's a guy who did something for Short Circuit, which is a great song that he's referring to.
Which is I Need a Hero.
No, not that one. Sorry, different one I'm thinking of. Tell me what it is, Chuck. I'm blanking on the name of the song now. Anyway, time for our first geeky
Did I
game.
Need a Hero? Oh, I'm surprised.
Who's Johnny?
Who's Johnny?
Thank you.
Oh.
But also by El DeBarge, same person.
Yeah.
Who
So
did Rhythm of the
all
Night?
the-
Did Rhythm of the
all
Night?
the
He's listening to Rhythm of the Night too?
Yes.
Okay, it's weird. Sometimes I see people just say DeBarge like you did, and sometimes I say El DeBarge. That's why
Well, some people say Diablo, some people say El
Oh,
Diablo.
El DeBarge is the main singer guy. He's the main, he's the dude that.
What's
that
El?
sings.
El DeBarge is the band name then? Is that what
No,
you're
that's
saying?
his name. His name is Eldra Patrick or El.
Oh,
DeBarge.
yeah, okay. So that's his first name.
Yeah,
That's first name.
that's Diablo's first name too, Eldra.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Eldra Diablo, El Diablo.
Oh,
You
jeez.
didn't know that?
Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, how did we not get those?
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. It's okay.
Oh.
Thank you, Tammy, and comics are fun. Yes, who's Johnny? I love that song. All right, here we go. We're gonna play Super Chat, folks.
Good luck.
What? You
got
don't like
this.
Who's Johnny? Come on. It's great.
No, it's the L thing. The El Diablo thing.
Folks, we need a bunch of weird dialogue lines in the chat for Francis and I to do. So just start putting anything in the chat you want us to say. What's going to happen is Gabriel's going to play a fictional character in this scene, and Francis and I are going to be in the scene too. But we can only say things that are in the chat. That's the only thing. So it's kind of like the texting game we did live there, Gabriel, where you were in the middle.
Except, I could see this going much more zany.
Oh yes, it's going to be very zany.
Zanily.
How about? Why don't you, for right now, Gabriel, click onto the private chat so you don't see the comments?
Yes.
So you don't know what we're going to say?
I'm on the private chat now.
Okay, great. So, folks, just put any kind of kooky... Well, actually, first, give
I
us
need
a character for him to play.
Yeah.
Give us a character for Gabriel to play, and then also start putting in ridiculous things in the chat. Oh, they can be some Bond... I see some Bond themes already. That's totally fine. Oh, no, that was not... I misread that. That's something totally different. So I read punny as a very different word.
Oh, yes. I am very
Well,
punny.
Bond, pussy
Just
galore, right? One of the
Yeah.
ones, so I thought
A lot of vagina. Yeah.
Punny galore. That's
punny,
my
punny galore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my stage name. My risque stage name.
Money punny.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, this is not a line. DeBarge is a group made up of family. Elle is one of the family members who went solo. Thank you, Tammy. Now that totally clears it up for me. Excellent. Okay, guys. So put a bunch of people in the chat. I mean, lines, not people. Don't put people in the chat. I don't know how you do that.
Put
lines
people
for
in
us
the
to say.
chat. Dox them.
You know what? How about this? I actually think, because of what we were talking about, I think Gabriel should be James Bond. How about that?
Oh, geez. Okay.
If you can do that.
We'll find out.
I mean, you have at least luckily you have like 6 different personalities to pick from.
Right.
That's true. You can be whatever Bond you want.
Yeah.
Or your own Bond. Because we're gonna get a new. Maybe you could just be your audition for the
I'll
new
be
Bond.
Signal Sleuth again.
Yes. Oh, okay. Quick. While we're waiting for it, keep those things coming, guys. We need a lot of dialogue. Please keep them coming. Say anything you want. When we were doing Super Geeked Up live at Dragon Con,
my camera disappears. It's because I'm blowing my nose, and I don't want to do that again.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
You know,
we were doing Super Geeked Up at Dragon Con, and we were asking for a character for this game. Actually, the texting game, very similar to this game, right? And this young girl yelled out "Signal Sleuth," and I was like, "Oh, great! Who's Signal Sleuth? I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah,
Must be
I was like,
some cartoon
cool
character. Sounds cool." And then her mother's like, "Oh, I think she just made it up." See, I'm still not sure though. Did her mother just think she made it up, or like maybe it is a real one that's just obscure?
I googled Signal Sleuth. I didn't get anything.
You didn't? Okay. But I think it's a great name though, right? That she came up with an awesome name. That should be a real character. And now, like they said, I'm going to cosplay Signal Sleuth next year.
Yeah, that's going to be my main cosplay at Dragon Con. I got the
you got the wrench you were using.
Glass.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
He had that as cosplay. All right, so let's see.
I can be ready.
What's up, folks? Keep those things. Keep the chat coming. Keep them going throughout the game, by the way, even though we start. Also, tell us what crisis is Bond facing, or what like terrible evil plot is he facing, or give us that, so we can get started here.
Yes. What terrible, evil, no good, really bad time is going on?
But these are great things. Keep those chatting coming. Those funny dialogue lines for the game. Super chat. But also give us an evil plot that Bond must foil, because he's James Bond and that's what he does. How was the nose blowing? Good.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can breathe again, so that's good.
That's the important part, really.
Yeah. I don't think sniffling the whole time would be fun for anyone. I mean, I can do that.
So, that's right. I told you, Gabriel is a master at sound effects.
Oh, why didn't we do a superhero sound effects?
Because we did it last week, unfortunately. So I don't want to do it 2 weeks. We should have though, but they would have been too good. That's a problem. We needed to be kind of bad. Right?
No, we did superhero sound effects two weeks ago.
It needs to be humorously horrible.
Yeah, but I usually don't. I usually like putting a month between them. Yeah. Right. Yeah, he's too good, man. It's gonna be like too.
I know. I don't want to be shown up because I usually do the sound effects, and I'm.
Oh yeah, then you're gonna say I'm gonna never want to do them again. Go for that.
Yeah, I know.
I will not take your spotlight.
We can't play this game unless Gabriel's here. I'm sorry, we can't play this game at all unless he's.
Okay, so here I got two things that you can.
I
got 2 things you can work with either one or both of these if you like. We have someone. Why can't this go on the screen? Someone set off an EMP and none of his gadgets work.
Oh.
And they just made a law that martinis must be stirred and not shaken. So the opposite of how he requests them, shaken, not stirred.
Oh gosh.
So he's
so bad for
he's got some problems for Bond. Yeah.
I mean, I think both of these things are happening. Honestly.
Sounds great to me.
Oh, that's why he can't get it. He can only get it because you need like a gadget to stir it.
Yes.
Or to shake it. So
he can only stir it.
Only be stirred.
All right, bruv.
Yeah, we right. We
can be a Cockney. Please be a Cockney.
All right, bruv. We ready?
All right, Gunner. All right, yes, we're ready.
Ready.
Francis and I are going. So Gabriel's Bond. Francis and I are going to be. I don't know who the fuck we are. Whatever. We'll be some people.
Well, we'll
Bond
be
girls or the villain. I don't know.
It could be just M and Q. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. I think one of us.
L and Z.
You're going to be a Bond girl because Tammy put you on the Bond girl one time in the picture.
Okay. Too late.
You're a Bond girl. I'll be Q. How about that?
Okay.
All right. We're going to say stuff just from the chat. All right. Take it away, Gabriel.
All right. My light's working. And then it's not.
Sorry to just debarge in on you.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Well, it's good to see that the sound effects are still working. But other than that, it appears all of my gadgets seem to be off today. Not sure why. I've been fiddling with this GoPro for hours.
Show me your two-step.
Well, let me put on my dancing glasses. You see, I learned the two-step while I was studying in Tibet. You didn't know that there are many Tibetan monks that know the two-step. In fact, that may be where we need to go to get to the bottom of this.
It's magically delicious.
Indeed it would be, except it was stirred. Clearly not magically delicious at all.
Don't mix the chocolate milk with the strawberry milk.
In fact, I'm realizing that my voice translator is off, causing me to shift between many different accents. Mixing these things for the cocktail could get us a plane.
Why is that Russian talking with a Scottish accent?
Well, you see, Jeffapalooza, it is not a Russian nor a Scotsman. It is truly a Kiwi. And I do not mean the person, but I mean 77 Kiwis in a trench coat. They are a ride to Tibetland.
Where's the beef?
The beef. The beef. Well, you see, simply, the beef is stored within a gadget inside my Someone stole my watch. Where is the beef?
I heard the Spice Girls were joining MI6 to be Bond girls.
All right. That's enough questions from the press. Yes, this is true. But I'd like to make just a general statement very quick. It was mostly our partnership with Kentucky Fried Chicken to get all of the herbs and spices.
Is garlic bread supposed to be this spicy?
Once again, shaken, not stirred. You must shake your garlic bread. When you stir it, it is spicy. A vile concoction, meant only for plebeians, really.
The volcano is erupting! Run!
By George, the volcano! That's where that plane was. All of the technology has gone wrong. I must use a tiny martini glass.
Oh, jeez.
Or I will stir a new drink, something more powerful than ever.
It doesn't fit.
You're
probably right, but that's why we have gadgets.
All right, let's end there. That's
where we have gadgets, darling.
That's a good place to end. Scene.
And
what? Tell me how much KE equals 1/2 M times V2. What?
Times V squared.
V squared. Oh, the squared.
Kinetic energy.
Mass
times volume squared, right? Probably 1/2, I think. Maybe velocity. Actually, it'd be, yeah.
Ironically, the caret would mean that it would be squared. So, is that a V squared or is that a subscore squared? Difficult to tell. I'll have to ask someone with a letter name.
A letter name, yes. Thank you guys for all that. Great job, Gabriel. Thank you guys for all that great chat.
I like that he had several accents.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's James Bond.
One was just not enough.
The new age James Bond does not subscribe to one demographic.
Yeah. Oh, no.
you need
science.
I was right. 1/2 mass times velocity squared.
Oh, yes. You see, he's not James Bond. It's Bond. Covalent Bond.
Oh, God. Junior.
All right, folks. That was Super Chat. Thanks so much for helping us.
Thanks,
that was Super Chat, guys.
It was super. How dare you?
Yes.
You are super. You, out there in the audience.
I like to think so.
All right, we're gonna do some more geeky games later on and talk some more. We're gonna have some RPG chat as well. But now let's talk more about Gabriel and what he's up to. So first, let's tell people about Goblins and Growlers.
So Goblins and Growlers. We are a tabletop role-playing collective out of Richmond, Virginia, with the goal of building community through tabletop role-playing games. We have a great big Discord. We do tons of like charity fundraisers and things like that. We've raised thousands of dollars for cat cafes and LGBTQ plus ally groups here in the Richmond area and also around Virginia. It's a really, really fun place. We also have like a Patreon. We do Twitch streams that are really bad. So if you enjoy really bad Twitch streams, check that out.
Of course, they're watching this show. They must like bad.
Just
a little self-deprecating.
Yeah. Set me up to bounce it back, saying no. The show is tremendous.
Thank you. As are your Twitch streams.
But most recently, something that I love doing. I've always been a huge fan of spooky time of year. To the point that
Halloween's my favorite.
Shortly after turning probably 18, I decided that spooky time of year will be all year round for me, at least.
Ooh.
But when the rest of the world has subscribed to spooky season, I like to do a lot of autumnal programming and fun things in that realm. Last year, we did a pretty successful baking competition that was sort of themed off of the podcast. It was called the Aberdeen Autumn Food Festival. We had people like bake things related to the podcast and send that in. This year, and this one, anyone in the chat, I strongly encourage you, if you enjoy tabletop role-playing games, especially things like with monsters and stuff like that, we are doing the first annual Goblins and Growlers Monster Mash, where you submit pieces of monsters, whether it's like a description of a monster or the stat block of a monster or the artwork of a monster. And then in the next part, you take someone else's submission and you mix it with another one of yours, building things together, and you're going to have some pretty amazing things coming out of that. And then we're going to take the best of the best of the best, which is probably going to be all of them, I'm just saying. And we're going to immortalize them in a some sort of format for the community to enjoy. A bunch of wacky, interesting mix-mashed monsters.
Oh, nice.
Mix-mashed monsters. I like that alliteration. Yeah. That's great.
Oh, awesome. I wrote an entire thing for it on the Discord announcements. It was a very long thing that I wrote, but I wound up unintentionally doing a lot of M alliteration in the beginning, and I just leaned into it by the end. And so I had like everything from malfeasance to melting, marvelous.
Marshmallows?
I didn't do marshmallows, but that can be for the next one, for the part 2. I did enjoy the alliteration that I got for the Council of Crowned Creature Crafters, which would be the judges.
Nice. By the way, you can certainly go, if you want to switch back to the comments, you can do that. You don't have to stay in private chat, just so you know.
Yes, I am. I'm in the comments.
So if we have a question from Scorpio, where do the growlers come in? Are we drinking super crafty beer, high BAEs all around?
Actually, kind of yes. So Goblins and Growlers got its name when we were doing what's it called? Pop-up games of Dungeons and Dragons, which essentially is like one person writes an adventure, they make a handful of copies of it, and then we would go to local breweries in the Richmond area, which if you've been to Richmond, Virginia, we have a lot of breweries. And we would go to those, and literally every table in the building would have a DM at it. You come down, sit down, we have pre-gen characters, dice for you, all this other stuff. And
that's awesome.
We run the adventure, and you support the establishment we're in by getting alcohols.
Nice.
We do try to be generally like most of our content is all ages, but for certainty, a lot of our stuff is at local breweries, and that's something that I'm very excited for us to get back into with, like, you know, COVID and all those things kind of cooling down. going to breweries, because we have made some fantastic partners here that are like, please come back. We miss the like pushing the fire limit, fire code limit of people in the building.
Oh wow.
That's
It
awesome.
was, yeah, absolutely amazing. Imagine, just like an entire brewery just full of people. I even got to write some of the games for those.
Sweet.
So yeah, buy a growler and join the goblins.
Tammy was saying, ooh, the marshmallow fluff monster, since you brought marshmallows there, Francis.
Oh yeah.
Lister's Mate says, woohoo, Gabriel's on the other side of the state for me. Lister's Mate is in Western Virginia.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, I mean, I travel out to Western Virginia a lot. I work as a camp counselor over in Millboro area. Just pretty west. It's not quite in that Appalachian Plateau area, but it's in the Blue Ridge.
Scorpio says, sounds like my kind of gaming session with the growlers.
It is. The whole idea behind it was to sort of lower the bar of entry. Sometimes a lot of people like want to get into D&D and tabletop role-playing games, but they don't necessarily want to just go to like a local game store and potentially navigate some very gatekeeping super nerds. Which I'm certainly a super nerd, but fortunately I've never fallen into the category of gatekeeper, at least in that subject. And so, yeah, the idea of like going to a brewery where you're like, oh, this is a bunch of people that are just like anywhere between tipsy and a little bit past tipsy, and we're just playing games, and it's like, yes, come join us. We've had so many people just show up to sessions. Like there was a lacrosse team. It was like four guys from a lacrosse team that showed up and just hopped onto at my table with two of my regulars, and had one of the best sessions at that place at Garden Grove. With cool. Them, the wizard of that group, trying to cast grease to lube the bottom of a boat to make it go faster, which of course ended in the entire table like chanting, "Lube that boat, lube that boat."
Nice.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous time, gorgeous and strange. But you can find us at goblinsandgrowlers.com, yeah, and if you go to bit.ly/goblin discord, you can join our Discord, and it's free to join our Discord. Please come hang out. We have like looking for group chats where people can talk about joining games and players and DMs and things like that. We also have one of my favorites, the Pets and Positivities channel, where it is literally just like a detox space where you can talk about your cute pets and look at other people's cute pets and flowers and things like that. It's lovely.
Nice. Hopefully I have a flower petal lapel thing here in there too, hopefully.
Ooh.
Oh jeez.
I'm going to design this. It's going to be a coat with like 9 bladders on my back, and hopefully nobody bumps into me and just causes a very big problem. Do not mix these two chemicals.
So before we go on to some more segments though, let's you want to just tell them about Quid Pro Roll?
Quid Pro Roll is the podcast that I produce. I'm the audio engineer and music producer for that. I also do the recaps in the most recent sets of episodes. It is a hilarious Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast. One of the things that certainly sets it aside from many others is every player, including even like myself, we are all professional dungeon masters or game masters with just a lot of experience doing the behind the screen area. And so a lot of that can come out in how the characters are played and how the scenes are set up, with a little more flexibility with players creating things and doing things as well, not just the DM. Although occasionally the DM does have to step in and be like, no. Watch your place. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It also has been, on a more personal note, Quid Pro Roll has been my sort of like first step into two things that I've always wanted to do from a very, very young age, which was do something Dungeons and Dragons related professionally and produce music and audio, and this is like it's my to a sense of the word, it's sort of my break, my time to get my creative energy out, and being able to produce 99.99% of all the music on the podcast it's such an amazing experience.
That's awesome, man. All right, cool.
2 salutes.
So, folks, again, that's bit.ly/Goblin Discord.
Yeah.
Go there, and you can also go to the Linktree/Quid Pro Roll.
It's that Linktree.
Look, Linktree is like,
I didn't even realize. I've never used Linktree. I didn't realize there was a dot in between the.
Yeah, I love websites that put the dot like in the word, like youtube.be. And then linkter.e.
What is what that domain is?
It's just a way to have a unique and uncopyable domain. I'm sure there's an HTML5 like thing that it actually corrects to a technical .com, but looks like a dot whatever they want it to look like. But that's for those really smart people to figure out, not me.
Right.
I'll just do the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks, check out Goblins and Growlers, Quid Pro Roll. I actually got to do panels with other of his Quid Pro Roll mates there down at You'll probably see some of those people on Super Geeked Up in the near future as well. So
very nice.
All right, but now, folks, we're going to thank you guys. We love to thank our Patreon supporters. We're so grateful for your support.
Thank you, Patreon supporter.
We would, if you can keep it up, that'd be great. And if you haven't yet, we would love it if you could support us at patreon.com/supergeekedup.
Yeah.
And we want to, actually, I'm going to turn over to Francis.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone who have been kind enough to donate and help continue to make the show what it is. Super Geeky, thank you to Maria and Justin Aron from KLI Brand. A martini is shaken, not stirred.
Nice Bond theme. Very good.
Well, I got to keep it up.
Yeah. Well, Bond can keep it up.
Oh, God. Craig Allen Poole. Well, see, the funny thing is...
It's Craig. Craig Allen Poole.
That's Poole. Craig Allen Poole.
There's an SH before the pool. Spool.
It's Spool. Craig Allen Spool. To, roll things up. Well, you spool it. That's what you do. Rachel J, there's a saying in England: when there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh.
Do
they say that in England?
Yes.
I think they say that, not just in England, I don't think.
There's a saying in Mesopotamia where there's smoke, there's probably a source of flame around.
There's a hot thing that's happening. But that's another place. Victor Schneider, as always, as you say, you keep the British end up, sir, and I appreciate it. Tammy Anderson, thank you so much for thinking that Christmas only came once a year. Johnny Papash, that's just as bad as listening to Beatles without earmuffs. I don't know why that's a James Bond quote, but I guess that's
it is. I know that quote.
Really?
I'm
why
pretty
does
sure
he say
it is a
that?
Bond quote.
Why does he say that? That's such a weird thing to say.
That is a weird thing for him to say.
It's almost sure it's Connery. It's one of Connery's films. He says
it is a Connery movie. Yeah, it's Goldfinger. Okay. But that's such a weird thing to just say in general.
You're right. It is.
Agree.
Gentria.
I love it.
Oh, I travel. A sort of licensed troubleshooter. Jalou. Now there's a name to die for.
Jalou.
Then and Shithos, of course. I've always enjoyed studying a new tongue.
Ooh.
So were those all Connery quotes?
No, that was a Pierce Brosnan quote. But I don't have a Pierce Brosnan accent, so
you gotta do Irish, more of an Irish.
Yeah.
Well, his native, right? But
if you want to do Pierce Brosnan, just do
for that.
any of his Mamma Mia lines.
Oh, Mama. I mean, I guess I could.
Where are those happy days? They seem so far behind.
We want to give a very special super thanks to Craig Allen Poole. He had been a patron for a long time. And unfortunately, he was out of work for a little bit, but he just came back as of like yesterday as a patron again. So thank you so much, Craig. Really appreciate you coming back as soon as you can.
Welcome back, Craig, and I hope things are looking up.
Yes, and I think that means he has some good work now. So that's great, Craig.
Yeah,
Congrats.
that's awesome.
Thank you so much, Craig. You're
also,
rocking.
your
Thank
name's
you.
very much like Edgar Allan Poe. Like this, I keep
Wow.
I keep reading it as Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm like, it's not, but it kind of is.
It's it's a UK thing.
He's from Wales.
Edgar Allan
he's
Poe.
Welsh. Yeah, he's Welsh, right? Yeah.
All right, folks. Again, patreon.com/supergeekedup. Any amount is super helpful. Again, $3 or more a month to get access to our after hours. $8 or more super special fandom episodes. That's what they're called. Which we're doing one
special
a week from Friday.
From this Friday, yeah. So next Friday.
Ooh.
So 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll probably do it. And,
That sounds exciting.
And we're gonna again talk more like probably like Bond spy stuff, like all different spy movies, spy shows, all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, cool, folks. Thank
Spy
you so
Kids?
much.
Yeah.
Oh, we can talk Spy Kids. Yeah.
With Danny Trejo
Yeah.
and Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, and Carla Gugino. I love Carla Gugino.
Oh my God, there were so many wonderful, like, awesome representative people in that film series, and that film series is so weird.
It is.
So painfully weird.
Kids. They had like a little the glasses that would go,
Yeah, and the giant watch mechanic thing that could do everything except tell time.
Exactly.
God, such
Tammy
good guess.
says
Apropos.
her daughter rushed in to give her a Pomeranian. Is that from a Bond thing? Somebody mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, there's a no. There's a Blade reference about vampire Pomeranians.
Oh, vampire! There's a vampire dog in Blade 3.
Yeah,
I
there's a
guess,
vampire
right?
dog.
Somebody
Yeah,
said.
Blade 3. They had the virus that would make the vampires eat the other vampires, and so they had vampire dogs that would do the thing, and one of them was the Pomeranian. Yeah. That was around the time that I think Hollywood and American film in general, it was just like, you know what is a general there's monster thing? I think all weird CG monsters should just have their faces split open.
Yeah.
And if you look, that's still, I mean, like Stranger Things did it.
Oh, so that was Blade 2. They did that, yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's right.
Because Blade 3 was Dracula.
That was right. Yeah. With the arm breathing holes.
Did he? He had holes in his armpits?
Oh no, his arms, like along his musculature. I just remember like the look of that Dracula when he did like the whole big scary body thing. That was a practical effect, which I appreciated. But there were parts of it that would like open and close and things like that.
Interesting.
That was where the entire budget went for that film.
Yeah, exactly, for that one prosthetic.
Folks, also before we get it going on here, so we're France and I are talking about possible time switch. I know we've gone 11 p.m. Eastern for a long time. Mm-hmm. We're considering moving it back an hour to 10 p.m. Eastern. So let us. So we're planning to do that unless anybody is going to really mess up your viewing habits there, I guess. Yeah. So let us know though if that's fine with you guys. I know actually some people I think it'd be better because some people it's pretty late for them to watch. So let us know. 10 p.m. Eastern would work all right. Unless us get to bed a little earlier too. All right, thanks folks. Thank you so much. All right, remember you can check out my Super Knocked Up on Kindle Vella, by the way, which is the web series I'm turning into a Kindle Vella series now. Mm-hmm. So there's right on the website of supergeekedup.com. I have a link to it on the homepage. Again, what could be really helpful, I'm going to put a link right now in the chat as well, direct link to it. Folks, again, you can do it for free. You can read it for free. But it really helps if you like it, follow it, write a review on Amazon. That really helps out with author bonuses. And again, so I know a couple of you like Scorpio. Thank you so much. Francis did it as well, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. But I would love it if some of you other guys could go do that. Really help me out. And thanks so much. All right, now we're going to get on to more super geeky questions. The next one, actually, Gabriel was talking about all the RPG stuff he does. So this is kind of in line with that. What movie or TV show would make a great tabletop RPG?
Oh my God.
That isn't already an RPG.
I was going to say, like, there's a lot.
There are, but there's also plenty that are not, right? I know there are a lot that have been.
There's got to be.
You're right. Oh boy, let's just make it. For a brief time we did it at 10 p.m. It was very brief. He had to shift so he wouldn't be eating. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
that's
wow, man.
interesting. Eating at 10 p.m. That's all right. You're a Lenten idol like me, Anthony.
Yeah.
Actually, I know he did. He is. Actually, I'm going to eat after the show. Actually,
I was going to say there's been those days where you're like, I think dinner's happening at 10 p.m.
Sure.
It's where it is. It's where it's at.
All right, so Gabriel, what do you got? What's some movie or show maybe you would like to see turn into an RPG?
So the immediate thought that I had, which wasn't what I was like ruminating on, but I just had the humorous thought. I don't know how it would work out, but I would love to see somehow a Letterkenny tabletop role-playing game.
Oh, jeez.
I
don't know how it would work.
What is Letterkenny? I don't even know what that is.
Letterkenny was a Canadian web series that got turned into I think like a Hulu show for a while. It is about a very, very small town in Canada, rural
Is it
Canada.
the name of the town Letterkenny?
Yes.
Okay.
In the town of Letterkenny. And the entire show is just rapid fire, quick wit, a lot of improv, a lot of very well written skits.
Yeah, they do it straight the entire time. They don't really.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so just like.
It is a very unique type of comedy, but I would love to see some sort of tabletop role playing game in that design on a slightly more what I was actually thinking of, because I think that would just be amazing but silly. God, there was one that I was like right when you said it, I was like, oh man, this show, what was it?
By the way, in the chat, folks, please let us know if you would like to see any of movies or TV shows made into role playing games.
Yeah, I mean, God, there's so many. There's so many.
Like,
I'm trying to. I think the thing, come back to me. I think the thing that's going on is like I know so many tabletop role playing games because it's like,
yeah, no problem.
Oh, I'd love to play like Mad Max, but then there is a Mad Max tabletop role playing game. I'm like, oh dang, never mind.
There's an actual Mad Max license.
Well, it's not officially Mad Max. It's called.
You mean Apocalypse World? Do you mean?
No. Blood and Chrome.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It was. Have you heard of Lasers and Feelings?
Yes.
It was a Lasers and Feelings mod, Blood and Chrome, for the Apocalypse.
Gotcha.
But that kind of thing.
All right, yeah, we'll give ours, and we'll come back.
Yeah.
By the way, Scorpio, does this mean you want us to do at 10 p.m.? I'm not sure. If so, let us know.
Bitter patter.
Yeah.
Let's get at her. That's a Letterkenny quote.
Oh, thank you. Now I understand it. Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Lister's Mate wants to see an RPG based on Perfect Strangers / Family Matters.
Yes.
Since they were spin-offs, you have to live in a world where Larry and Paul can get involved with the Winslows and Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
They were in the same universe, so.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, because it was Harriet came from Perfect Strangers to Family Matters.
That sounds amazing. I'd be down.
I would play that because I love Family. Family Matters is one of my favorite sitcoms. Scorpio says he hears Guardians of the Galaxy is being turned into a video game RPG.
Yeah, or
Yes, it
they
is.
have they have a trailer for it already. So yeah, take a look. Yeah.
All right.
They do have a trailer. I skipped it on YouTube today. I'll watch it at some point.
Yeah.
It's probably amazing.
It looks pretty good.
I needed to watch the other video, but
Scorpio would also play the heck out of the Family Matters Perfect Strangers RPG. I would like, you know what, Francis, I haven't talked about this. I used to talk about it all the time. In one of my favorite movies, Willow.
Oh, well, yeah.
I want a Willow
surprised.
RPG.
How's Willow not already?
It's a perfect setting for an RPG,
Yeah,
right?
how's that not a thing already?
Perfect. I don't know, actually.
I think
when
I would say probably the reason that it's not yet is
It's licensed.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's solely because it's like a very closed narrative. Like there wasn't a whole lot of world building that wasn't directly towards the narrative of the story, which it worked.
I don't know.
Super
I
well.
think there's a lot of different races and things and people we found out about, right? And different things, and they actually did do a series of books after the movie.
Oh, that's
Willow.
true. I have not read
So
that.
there is more stuff to there, and now that they're talking about doing a series possibly on Disney Plus,
Then they'll definitely.
you would think that might be a time to do the RPG.
That'll do it.
Yeah, because I think there's definitely plenty to play with there. And I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. The worst witch RPG from the Fairuza Balk movie. Okay. So I have not seen The Worst Witch. I've heard of it, though.
Is there a Hocus Pocus RPG?
Oh, my God. I would love a Hocus Pocus RPG. So would you, Francis. Because you just want to say virgin like all the time. And
that's like one of the power words in the game. It's like if you say that, you get like an extra move or something.
If you can work the word virgin. into whatever your sentence is logically, you get an extra D6.
Exactly. I like that.
Actually, that would be a great game for kids and adults, right?
Yeah.
You play kids or teenagers trying to, defeat the Sanders or witches or Sanders sisters or some other kind of it could be different supernatural forces, right? Depending the campaign or whatever. That'd be super fun, man. Running around Salem doing that. Damn it. That's a great idea, Francis. You're a genius. And Hocus Pocus 2, I just read Hocus Pocus 2 is being filmed right now.
It is, yeah.
Although I'm not for it too, a little bummed it's not in Salem. It's in Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
Well, it's shot in Rhode Island.
Oh.
I don't know where it's going to be set, but I mean, they actually shot the original Salem, so I'm assuming it's not going to be set in Salem, which is, but all right.
I mean, look, Chicago's always Gotham City. And,
yeah, but if they shot the original Salem, they would have to, I think, shoot it.
Maybe Salem got too Metropolis for them, and they're like,
it did not. I've been to Salem many times for Halloween. It is not Metropolis at all.
I don't know.
And it will not become that way.
It is. It will never be a metropolis.
It'll be more like a Smallville. Tammy's down with the Hocus Pocus RPG.
Yeah.
You won the night show.
I was thinking, that was it.
What are you thinking?
You found it?
Fringe.
Oh God, yeah.
Fringe.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
The Fringe, because I remember I was talking to somebody recently about Twin Peaks and how interesting of like a universe it would be to like try and write in that, because Twin Peaks was intentionally written to be
weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
but then
weird in general.
Like Fringe was like did weird, but tried to do it a little more tangibly. Like they
have rules in Fringe.
Yeah, right.
They don't have rules in Twin Peaks. There's rules in Fringe.
Yeah, at least not in season 2 of Twin Peaks. I think a Fringe tabletop role playing game.
I'd be all over that. I'd love Fringe
so aesthetic.
I wouldn't mind going to more modern, a good spy one. The show Alias. I love that show with Jennifer Garner. That'd be a cool spy. Could be a cool spy RPG.
There's some pretty fun spy and gumshoe style TTRPGs right now.
Yeah.
Is there
there is not a Quantum Leap RPG as far as I know. That would be fun, man. If you would have to take the whole group who could leap into different time periods, right? That'd be amazing. Sliders. The whole party leaps into different time periods.
Yeah, that sounds like at that point it sounds like Time Squad, the cartoon.
Is that what they did?
Time Squad? Yeah, there was the couple people and the little kid. They would go around and jump around and try and fix the problems in history, like Edgar Allan Poe was too happy, or the people in Boston enjoyed tea and they needed to make them hate tea, and like things like that, which was amazing because what they did was they introduced coffee to the people in Boston. They were like, "This is amazing," and then they turned into hippies, and one of them was named Starbuck, and then so they opened up a coffee house.
Wow, that's funny.
I love it.
But Tammy, I love the Quantum Leap idea because not just going to time, you would be leaping into other people's bodies. So either the player could decide that, or maybe at times the GM surprises you. Hey, this is who you leaped into.
Yeah.
Like that'd be amazing, right? Like, and the player has no idea. They're still their character, but they don't know what body they're going to go into back in time.
There was actually in I don't think it's spoilers at this point. In the Quid Pro Roll podcast, there's actually a couple scenes where the characters get sort of kind of like that launched back in time to watch events unfold, but they're in not their bodies, but they're viewing, and so like they describe who they are and they talk in those characters' voices, type of thing. I could definitely see that working out really well.
Yeah, Tammy, that's brilliant. Okay, so Hocus Pocus and Quantum Leap, those are my two favorites so far. Those are both brilliant ideas. Kathy says Eureka.
Eureka could be fun.
That'd be fun, yeah.
I could see Eureka being like the possibly nicer version game of the Fringe one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only difference there would be like has the GM previously played like Call of Cthulhu, in which case now it's going to be Fringe. But if they haven't, then it's probably going to end up more Eureka.
Okay. Yeah.
Scorpio says anything with time travel, he's 100% in. Absolutely, Scorpio. I love time travel.
Time shenanigans are the best.
Mm-hmm. Francis, do you have any other one?
Well, I was thinking, when you like Simpsons, maybe if they ever had have they ever had a kind of like a, because that's a little silly world to play in, I think.
Yeah.
And weird stuff always happens. But my really kind of terrible answer, because I hate that this is a board game. I wonder how this would work as a tabletop role-playing game. But the game of life.
I used to really like that game when I was younger. You didn't like it?
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't work. The concept is like, well, here you have to now know what life is like. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. That's instead of Dungeons and Dragons, that's humans and houses or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, I gotta pay what for rent? What, I have to have children or have an education? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, we play RPGs to not do that. Right?
Yeah, you play the RPG to escape, not to be in life.
That was that thing with like the five or the like all the different monsters, like the gelatinous cube and the goblin and the dragon is the GM, and they're playing humans and households.
Oh, right. Nice. That's funny. Leisure Mate says you should air Warehouse 13 because it was in the same universe as Eureka. I actually didn't know they were in the same universe. Cool.
I also thought they were the same universe as X-Files, but I could be wrong.
Warehouse 13?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So. I mean, those are totally different time periods and show.
SCP tabletop role-playing game.
Oh, God.
I guess it's not really a show. Kind of a show.
It's not a show. It's like a...
It's a computer game, but people make enough content off of it, show-wise.
I guess so. Yeah. It's
I mean, that's essentially what the Warehouse 13 thing is.
Right. It's weird objects and weird kind of
situations, and you got to find them and contain them. And
speaking of objects and stuff, then I'll take a Librarians, the movies and shows Librarians.
Ooh.
That would be a cool RPG.
I'd like for someone to misinterpret that and just have them work at a library.
Well, I love libraries, so I would probably play that too.
Roll for Dewey Decimal.
Right. Yeah. I mean the show, The Librarians, where it's all like fantasy stuff, You're like, this guy wants to renew his card. He doesn't have ID. Damn it! How am I going to solve this problem?
Well,
your book is overdue. Roll for sympathy.
roll to investigate who's hiding the book.
Yeah. Right. We're going to track down this delinquent person who has this book for 10 years, hasn't returned it.
That sounds kind of fun. Saying we're getting back to actually good.
Yeah.
Went all the way around.
All right, folks. There you go. You can keep putting your answers, of course, in the chat. Movie or show you'd like to see turned into RPG. We're going to do our last game of the night.
Person of interest. That'd be an interesting idea.
Oh, geez. Wow. Yeah. Person of interest. Yeah.
Because that's like just a touch of sci-fi, and then you have your missions kind of like given to you. So it's sort of Monster of the Week, except the monster's like a person. Right. But then you still have that like social aspect where it's like you have to figure out, is it victim or perpetrator that you're looking at. Ooh.
Scorpio says he really wishes they make one based on the show Colony. That's just a world I would really want to role play in.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, lots of cool ones. That'd be awesome. All right, Francis, our last game is Tangent Tales.
Oh boy, here we go. Tangent Tales. This is where I give an intro to a geeky story. Get ready, everyone. No, it's not. It's not like my usual, I guess. But we then pass the story around, continuing it in whatever is any way we want. And as always, Jeff is kind enough to let me have like a day to prepare for this game.
What, you want more time? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I love it. No, that's the I just love it.
Hey, I just thought of it. That's why I said you didn't have to do it if you didn't have time.
Oh no, I totally. Well, here's the thing.
I know you accept the challenge, though. You like to accept the challenge.
I do like a good challenge. All right, so here we go.
Right, so he's going to pass it around, folks.
Right.
And we're just going to continue it. Gabriel, you can continue any way you want. You can bring in other characters, you can have time travel, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And then one of us, once everyone else has gone once, any of us can wrap it up if we see a good point to do so. And I was thinking one last thing here. Tammy says the Wild Wild West original TV show could be a cool RPG.
Yeah. As long as Will Smith sings the intro.
Wiki wah.
He has to be there in person at the game.
He's
the GM.
The intro NPC that gives you your initial quest.
Yeah. He has to.
He raps it to you.
Yeah, he raps the quest. He has to. Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, he has to rap.
Jim West.
Desperado.
All right, so Francis, here's the intro. Go ahead to our tangent.
Because it's the spookiest time of year, it has to start this way, right? It was a dark and stormy night.
Oh, nice. I love it
The
already.
crew of the submerged submarine were in a merry mood when they decided to have a late-night Halloween party. Captain Borodin joined the festivities dressed in a denim shirt and khaki pants, adjusting his red bandana around his neck. He tipped his hat to his fellow...
Bandana or banana?
Bandana.
Okay.
It's a
Not
red
banana, but all right.
It's a red bandana around his neck. He tipped his hat to his fellow sailor as he made his way to Admiral Greer, who also decided to join the party in a large black robotic suit. It's a dinosaur, he said, plucking at the ancient-looking buttons on the black suit. I find your lack of faith in my costume disturbing, said Admiral Greer, because it's the guy who played Alan Grant. It's the guy who played Darth Vader. They were in a movie called Hunt for Red October. At that moment, Marcus Ramus entered the room dressed in the smartest of tuxedos. Hello, boys. I'll take my martini shaken, not stirred. Gabriel.
Really quick, just give me those character names again.
Yeah, what the hell?
Look,
what's with these characters? Wait, so there's the Admiral, there's an Admiral.
There's Captain, Admiral, there's the Captain, there's the Admiral, and then there's Marco. Just know those three characters.
All right, that's good. I was
the
like,
Captain, the Admiral, and
these
Marco.
names?
Well, what was the captain? It was like
Captain Borodin.
Borodin. Okay, see, I was like, that was such a good name. I wanted to remember.
Oh yeah, Captain Borodin, Admiral Greer, and Marco Remus.
There we go. I like the names. It was just I was enwrapped in the story. I was enjoying it, and then I couldn't remember them. Give me that last line really quick one more time.
At that moment, Marco Remus entered the room dressed in the smartest of tuxedos. Hello, boys. I'll take a martini shaken, not stirred.
Within the calm, sultry lounge that they all found themselves in, the Admiral leaning over, tapping his elbow against the wall. Suddenly, a section of the entire room begins to flip and shift downwards, actually creating a smooth and curved over mahogany bar where a gramophone starts playing soothing noir saxophone jazz.
Ooh.
The area fills with a faint haze as a sudden pop, and springing forth from just behind the bar stands an automated robotic bartender that smiles and greets them all, holding up a large shaker and ready to prepare whatever drinks. Jeff.
As
very
the
classy
robotic bartender is preparing the martini, explosions rock the submarine, and the captain's like, Captain Bored again, says, "Oh no, depth charges!" And the martini goes splashing over the Admiral, and it shorts out his robotic suit, and then the ship is the submarine's rocking back and forth from the depth charges, and the captain goes sprawling onto Marcus, and Marcus is like, "Oh, you're on my nuts! Get off my nuts!" And it's just chaos. It's pure chaos. And
cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
The captain yells up through the speaker. It's like, surface the sub. We have to get out of here. And as they burst through the surface, there's an even greater threat. Francis, what is it?
That threat is, of course, a gigantic looking.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Okay. So wait, say the last line again. Sorry.
As they surface, they see a gigantic threat,
Okay.
or an even bigger
All right.
threat, I should say.
So the submarine surfaces.
That's a lot of nuts.
A cow, no. A kung fu cow comes out. No, it's they surface onto the from the ocean, and on land is a giant penguin, menacing, disgusting penguin, blood dripping from its beak, staring down at the mere mortals that stood that exited the submarine. All they could do was shake and shiver in front of this gigantic penguin as it waddled towards them very, very slowly, because that's what penguins do. Behind the penguin, they heard a voice, and so the penguin decided to try to mate with the submarine. Oddly enough, it found it very attractive. Right when it was about to dip its beak onto the submarine, the men decided to do something completely different. Gabriel, go ahead.
So, beholding this gigantic monolithic penguin, or as Bendy Snoot Cumbersnatch would say, a giant penguin leaning down, beak open and slowly coming towards the group. The survivors within, after the the sub being racked, can hear the gramophone slowly skipping over and over, the sound just like causing their minds to shift, and then they realize that it isn't the gramophone at all. There's a ripple, and they look up at this creature, and as its mouth comes towards them, they see slowly the top of the penguin begin to break, sliding smoothly open as millions and millions of tiny tendrils wriggle out, touching each other. As each touches, a tiny star mote flies towards, and each person in the ship looking down realize that they're floating. And the submersible falls away from them as they float higher, realizing that they have something within this pulsating ripple of time and reality around them. Jeff.
Oh, good God.
Oh, my God.
Okay. As they're floating in this rippling time reality thing that was so eloquently just described, I
can keep going if you need.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, though. They are transported to a realm they have not recognized before. It does not look like Earth. Yes, and they see interesting, weird creatures in this realm, and there's a huge battle going on between a very muscular man and a weird skeleton who's saying, He-Man, I'll get you this time.
I'll get you this time, He-Man. Yeah.
And they're like,
I'm Telescroll.
This is weird. We thought we were going to be eaten by a penguin, and now there's like weird magic techno dudes fighting. Wow, that was some really bad LSD we took.
Or really good.
Yes. And Marco was like, I only got you the bust. LSD.
What was in that drink? Oh.
So they see this huge castle and they travel into it and they meet a sorceress. So she calls herself the sorceress. But she kind of wears a beak too. So they're scared that she might be a penguin. But she tells them everything's going to be all right. And then she says something miraculous, which is Francis.
Okay, she says something miraculous.
Her name is Beatrice, really quick though.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Beatrice.
Beatrice says to them, "All right, gentlemen, I must tell you, you guys are high off your balls right now. What we didn't tell you."
That's a lot of nuts.
Very high off your balls, like 40 feet.
Like you're really high. Like I'm so sorry, but you guys are really high off your ball. Like ball. Like remember that time? Remember when you hit your balls there, Marco? That's when it happened.
Oh yes.
Your balls hurt so much. The pain was so intense that the only way that you could possibly survive the pain was to imagine everything that happened after that moment. You have to wake up, Marco. You have to wake up. You're the captain of the ship. We need you. Russians are out the door. You're the only person who speaks Russian in a Scottish accent. You have to wake up. Please, Marco, wake up. And as he realizes, yes, his balls are still tingling from the massive falling that happened earlier in the scene. He wakes up and realizes, oh my God, oh, I thought you were trying to scratch my balls there. Oh,
all right, and scene. That's a perfect line to end on. Well done. Good.
Oh my golly,
it's really hard to get back.
That was impressive.
I tried.
I was half expecting to be like, you have to wake up, and then it shifts to like his mom waking him up for school or whatever. Marco, get up for school, buddy. You gotta wake up. And he looks over and he sees his little like submarine,
his toy set to the side.
Yeah, his toy submarine. He has a giant like penguin alarm clock that's been going off for a while.
That would have been good.
Should.
He has He-Man figures like he was.
Figures, yeah.
And a giant poster of some guy in a suit with a martini.
Yeah.
Were those the actual names of the Hunt for October characters?
They were, yeah.
Okay.
Admiral Greer and Captain Borden. Yeah.
That's Sean Connery was Captain Borden?
No, Marco
That's the American?
was Sean Connery. Captain Borden was the name of Sam Neill's character, who I tried to play
American
off as.
Right. Yeah. Marco, what was his name?
Marco Polo?
Marco Ramius is Sean Connery's character.
It's very, very Russian name.
Yeah, Ramius. Yes. Ramius.
Marco's right.
Oh, well, Marco, it was like in Highlander, which would also, that'd be good.
Yeah, he's Spanish.
Yes, I am a Spaniard. Can't you tell?
I just love that he has the one accent. And
I speak in a thick Spanish accent.
Oh, and bravo! I always appreciate a good Kung Pao reference. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Highlander would make a great RPG. You're right. Delicious says, "OMG, this story is slowly verging into night thongs." That's a running tangent tale we have going where it's like a kind of a pseudo erotica.
Okay. I wasn't sure where night thongs is going.
Pseudo space erotica.
Yeah. Pseudo space erotica.
Space erotica. Yes. It was the inspiration for the sinful sci-fi we did at DragCon. You know what's funny, Chaz? When he handed off the thing in like whatever he did, I almost brought the TARDIS in. I was actually one of my thoughts was like Doctor Who and the Thor TARDIS, but I didn't go that way. We went deep on that one. Yeah, we went somewhere. Scorpio.
Not deep enough, I say.
Only to the elbow. I prefer shoulder, in my opinion.
That's deep enough.
That's where you can really get it shaken, not just stirred.
So Jalou has a whole bunch of suggestions for RPGs. I will mention a couple of my favorites. I think the Demolition Man one, I would fucking love that. You guys know I love Demolition Man. I would love that. It'd be so much fun. And Dread, I think Judge Dredd would be a fun RPG.
Avatar: The Last Airbender actually does have a tabletop role-playing game now.
Really?
The Kickstarter for it just ended like 2 weeks ago. So it's
so it's not actually out yet, but it's going to be made, right? Is what you're
yes,
saying?
it is. Well, from what they said, it was done. They were just trying to like get the enough money to like publish it, but like everything's done.
Okay, cool. That's sweet. That's really good. That's awesome.
So look forward to that. Jalu 3.
Jalu, yeah.
Jalu.
Nice.
AVP would be interesting.
Okay, cool. All right, folks. Hey, thank you. There you go. That's Tangent Tales. Hope you enjoyed that. Interesting story.
Hey, we said spooky.
I loved it though. I really loved that tangent. I loved it.
Good. Well, it's interesting when you said spooky, Francis. I was like, wait, I didn't expect a Hunt for Red October actually, but I get it. October. All right. Yeah.
Red October.
Yeah.
I mean, what better movie other than
what better movie to watch on Halloween?
October. No, in October in general.
Yeah.
That's a movie you watch on October 1st. No, 2nd.
Right.
October 1st needs to be some transitionary movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like October 2nd or the first Tuesday in October.
Because we're hunting for October, right? So we can't watch it on the 1st because we haven't found it yet.
It'd have to be the last day.
Maybe the middle of October. We found it.
Oh, okay.
Because you gotta save Halloween stuff for Halloween time, you know.
Yeah. Yes, please. Watch your spooky films, y'all.
Yeah. And then we watch Die Hard on Christmas. Yeah. That's what Elvira just said, actually. I saw some posts. She says horror films are good for you.
Yeah.
It's true. I haven't seen this, but I do side with Elvira 9 times out of 10.
I said Elvira and everything pretty much, yeah. I don't really like horror films, but I love Elvira. All right, there you go, folks. Thank you so much for watching. That's our main show. Remember, folks, if you are a Patreon supporter, we are going to do our after-hour show right after this. Just go head over to patreon.com/supergeekedup. And we'll just, in a few minutes, I'll have the new YouTube feed up. You can just hit refresh if it doesn't appear right away. And we're going to be talking more fun stuff over there. Before we get out of here, I appreciate all the nodding and thumbs up. Remember, you can check out Gabriel, bit.ly/Goblin Discord, Goblins and Growlers.
Yes.
It's a great community over there.
Hop on in.
Yeah. And Linktree/Quid Pro Roll. Quid Pro Roll is the name of the awesome podcast. The audio engineer and music composer for. And at Amethyst Audiomancer. Oh, I like that. Amethyst is actually, I love that color. It's my birthstone, actually. So that's a great name.
Heck yeah. February.
So you can check them out on Instagram over there. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Thanks for being a super fun and awesome guest.
It has been
staying up late.
Pleasure. I mean, I'm usually up close to this.
Yeah.
My bedtime's approaching, but
all right.
I'm comfortable. I also stayed up very late last night working on the podcast in preparation because I was like, you know what, I'm going to be up tomorrow doing some geeky stuff.
Yeah, good planning. Good night, Kathy. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. By the way, some people are saying they're going to watch. He's going to watch Ernest Scared Stupid this Halloween, like usual.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
This is Tam. You know what? I'm glad you said this. Halloween Town movies, and she's going to watch all of them in October. I've never seen them, but I just added them on Disney Plus. All the Halloween Town. My kids.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. They
look like they're fun, probably, right? Are they fun? Are they good?
They're considered Halloween classics now. Like they're considered a part of part of that must-see Halloween TV.
It is. I mean, it's up there with like Hocus Pocus. Like I know everybody loves Hocus Pocus. I also love Hocus Pocus, but it's also a kids movie, so it's one of those where it's like, in some places it holds up, in other places it doesn't. Same with Halloween Town, where it's like in some places great, in other places just, I mean, maybe have your phone on you, type of thing.
No, but Hocus Pocus holds up all the places for me. Almost all.
It's that Hocus Pocus. It's like the razzle dazzle. It gets you. Anybody can watch? What was it? There was some on my list. The Halloween Tree. I didn't
know that. What is that? I didn't know that.
Is that like Linktree for Halloween?
Almost. Halloween Tree. I believe it was a book a long time ago, but animated film. Just a fantastic film that goes through essentially like the history of spooky things. A kid sort of somehow trades his soul for a pumpkin type of thing. It's a convoluted beginning where then his friends are like trying to save his life. And they find this tree that has all these pumpkins on it, and each pumpkin is like a different soul, and then like the evil owner of he's not actually that evil, but he seems really evil, owner of the mansion and the tree takes them through time and space to discover the origins of what Halloween is and all these different cultures and things like that. And
so it's based on a Ray Bradbury book.
That's
and
it. Bradbury.
And it has Ray Bradbury as the actual narrator, and Leonard Nimoy is the children's guide as Mr. Moundshroud.
Yes.
And this is animated, you said?
It's animated. It's a Cartoon Network. Apparently, it was Cartoon Network that did it. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, nice. Good recommendation. By the way, Jalou wants Francis Yu to GM them in a Red Dwarf
Oh,
RPG,
jeez. Oh, boy.
which neither of us have seen Red Dwarf, right? So
I have. I can't,
that'd be interesting to do GM when you do.
It's difficult to GM something I haven't seen, but I'll do my best.
All right, cool. Thank you, folks. Remember our links, aka the other guy for Francis on Twitter at Super Geeked Up for me. Francis, you can also catch over at sinceresarcasm.net.
Yeah, new episode finally up about being underestimated.
Yeah, it's online friend simulator, right?
Yeah, check it out.
All right, supergeekedup.com, folks, are where you can get all the geeky content. The YouTube channel you're watching right now, please hit that subscribe button, or
Good
what we
stuff.
say,
Like
smash
button.
that subscribe button, punch that like. I don't know.
Get that bell.
Yeah.
Hit that bell. Get that like button.
do all the things. But it helps us out, folks. Again, please
Taco
check out
that bell.
Taco
that bell. Oh, I like that. That's how you said.
Yes.
I know Martha loves it.
She does. She was in the chat earlier, but now she's being a sneaky ninja like usual.
She's sneaking. She's listening.
Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. You gotta remind me to do this. I almost didn't do it today. Martha, I'm so glad you're still watching. I have to. If I do my Italian accent, she for some reason she loves my terrible Italian accent, and I'm very grateful to you, Martha. But I said if I do it every week, that Harold Francis must come to DragonCon next year. That's
a
our deal.
prerequisite for our.
So
for our trip
I'm
to
doing it
DragonCon.
every week.
Do the Italian accent.
There you
Bring
go.
it
That's way too good for our show, Gabriel.
I know.
Bring
Yeah.
it to
How
DragonCon.
dare you have a professional accent?
It's the best. Okay, please always date Martha because she's the only one who's going to tell me it's the best.
I will. I'll be sure to keep her around.
I'll be sure to always date her.
Yeah,
Good.
that'll be the foundation of our relationship. Is your Italian?
It's my Italian accent. If you ever have any problems, come to me. I will counsel you in my Italian accent. Yeah. What seems to be the problem?
What? What is the basis of your relationship? Well, there's this guy who has an Italian accent.
How do you feel about marinara sauce?
You're right, Sorbio. That was close. I almost didn't get it in. That was a close one. By the way, yes, Martha. So Martha's from Mexico, but she thinks Taco Bell is the most amazing food.
She just loves Taco Bell,
which
is not indicative of someone who is born and raised in Mexico.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just like, I although I love making jokes with Taco Bell. I personally have similar feelings to Taco Bell as a lot of like LGBTQ plus people have for like Chick-fil-A kind of thing, where it's like people enjoy it. I don't like it. I think it's scuzzy. But people do love that Taco Bell, and that is not something you should be shamed for. So love your Taco Bell, people.
Right.
Ring that bell. Ay with that chihuahua.
Oh, the chihuahua. I forgot about him. So Martha's all on board with the couple count two with Italian accent.
Now there you go.
Please.
I will solve all any problems you ever had. No problem.
I'm ready. We're ready. We're ready.
Well, I mean, hopefully you don't need a counselor ever, but
no,
you do. It's important to go talk to him.
Yeah,
particularly an Italian one.
If you want a great Italian accent, recently, I don't know if any of y'all watched the Great British Baking Show.
But that's a real Italian accent, though, isn't it?
The most recent season has one of the most German guys and one of the most Italian guys I have ever seen in anything.
We'll have to.
You're the most Italian guy I've ever seen.
His name's Giuseppe.
Oh wow!
And the German guy's name is Jürgen. It's like, oh god, they're so good, and they're both like engineers in different fields. It's so amazing, and I'm like, just every time hearing them talk, I'm like, you are the poster person for your culture, man. You're crushing it. I don't even need to go to Italy now. Like I'm
It's right there.
experiencing
It's right
it through.
there.
I would still like to go to Italy.
Well, if you go to Italy, say hi to Giuseppe for me.
Oh,
God,
I
I'm a big
definitely will.
fan.
That'll be my first stop. Forget all the other stuff. Quasi-Italian marriage counselor for hire. This is a whole new relationship, VCAS, and that idea. Oh, you're right, Jalou. Maybe I can start a new thing and get some money.
Yeah, it's a SGU segment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We haven't done superhero marriage counselor in a long time.
We haven't in a while.
Maybe one of those. Maybe next time instead of you, I'll play the counselor, the Italian counselor.
Oh, God. We'll have to work that in.
What's your Italian superhero name?
Well, it's usually I and the guest play superheroes coming to a counselor, and Francis play some kooky counselor idea.
Yeah.
He's not usually a superhero, but it could be.
Yeah.
I could be. Yeah, we could have an
Work on
Italian superhero. Absolutely. Workshop that.
Counselor man.
I am the counselor, man.
There you go.
Counselor, man.
All right, there you go, folks. Any show that ends on my Italian accent is a great show. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Gabriel for being an awesome guest and for being so great at live and Dragon Con and Super Geeked Up. And the One True Pairing. He actually did our One True Pairing panel as well. His team won, actually. We got defeated.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm really good at. I might not know a lot of things about like the fandoms and things like that, but I'm very good. This is one thing that I'm pleased, and I can definitely say about myself, which comes into when I GM and DM and things like that. I'm very good at making something sound like a good idea.
Yes.
You're good. Yeah,
You did. You convinced the audience.
I did. I don't know how. Waluigi reigns supreme.
Wah!
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, I can't believe you won with Waluigi. It's ridiculous. I should have I needed him because then I could have pulled out my Italian accent.
Oh,
I am a Waluigi.
I'm a Waluigi. I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
I would be better than any doctor radio shows for counseling. Absolutely. They're better than Dr. Drew. Take that, Dr. Drew.
What about
With
Dr.
an Italian
Demento?
accent. I'll be in the new, what the fuck was it called? What was the show with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew?
Oh, Loveline?
Loveline.
Loveline.
I'll be the new Loveline.
Super
gone for a
geeky
while,
love
so-
line.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, Francis, you would do that. You always want to do the geeky dating stuff. Super geeky Loveline.
Yeah, we could do it like chat submits like love problems, and we each have to like in character solve them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Ideas, there we go.
you-
Well, you see.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Oh, now I'm doing Connorades.
Game of Thrones is a very good show.
Game of Thrones, a fan writes to us with this problem.
Is a Game of Thrones a good representation for a healthier romance?
Only like,
No.
no.
Is it good to have a sex with your sibling? No, definitely not.
No.
Not legally.
That's a big no.
That's a big no.
Next question.
Next question, quick. Roll. Experiencing technical difficulties. A
superhero love line. Okay, we got some fans for that. All right, maybe we got a new
We'll have to think
segment.
about that. We'll have to think about that one.
He would go to the panel if we did that.
Oh, please.
I guess so many different. Dude, how many panels have spawned? I've done a Dragon Con off of this show. First, I started with Super Geeked Up. Then I started doing One True Pairing, which is a segment we do. And then this year I did Sinful Sci-Fi based off of Night Thongs.
Heck
So now
yeah.
we have
Superhero Love
three
Line.
Super Geeked Up panels at Dragon Con. They just
Superhero
don't know
Love
they're
Line,
all
that's
Super
nice
Geeked Up
one.
panels.
I'm telling you, people will go. People will go. There's
They
some lonely
do.
people at
They're
cons.
super popular, man.
Yeah.
We turned
I
away
mean-
70 people from the sci-fi one. The One True Pairing, we got a lot more people this year. They were jazzed.
God, that
We
was
had-
so great.
The first year I did it, again, people didn't know exactly what we were doing. They loved it, but before it started, we were asking them to write down. They were a little shy. We still got things, right? This year, I came in with a bunch of people our fans wrote, and then we didn't need them because the thing was overflowing with suggestions.
It was.
Wow.
Like if people kept putting them in here, I couldn't believe it. We didn't come close to tackling them all.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, the thing was literally, it almost was overflowing.
That's the way to
my
go.
I love that
Milan.
you reused the Pop-Tart container or whatever it was.
I did because we also did a virtual version of that for Dragon Con this year, and I brought my Pop-Tart thing. And then, you know what, now when I got back home, I threw it out because now I have the fancier thing to use.
Yeah, the Mulan popcorn.
Mulan popcorn tin, yes.
Yeah.
But I did bring my Pop-Tart container.
One true pair, Mulan and a popcorn
Yes.
tin.
Yes. Hey, Mulan would probably enjoy some Pop-Tarts.
I think so.
Ooh.
Mushu definitely would.
Oh yeah.
Mushu's all about that. Do not get the mystery flavor Pop-Tart, everyone. I'm just gonna throw that one out.
Is there a
there.
mystery flavor one?
It was vile. It was truly vile.
I didn't know I ever did that. I wouldn't do that. It's like
I
getting
hope
Birdie
they
Bots.
either recalled it or threw it all away, because you don't even have to eat it to find out what the mystery is, because you just look at the ingredients list as a life hack
Right.
for a lot of you people out there with the mystery flavors and stuff. And when you see garlic powder and onion powder and sugar are the 3 main ingredients.
Not good.
They were trying to make you sick. That's what they're doing.
It was a truly horrendous experience.
But Pop-Tart makers, you can send me all those boxes of the things that people didn't buy of those mystery ones, and I'll use them in One True Party, those empty boxes.
There you go. We can hand out the sealed packages.
We can hand them out as giveaways.
As giveaways. Try it. Eat it during the show.
It'd be a contest. If you can eat a full one, you get a good prize or something. Really, you get a free Dragon Con membership next year.
Oh God!
Oh wow!
We're not allowed to do that. I mean, we don't have the power to give those
away. we don't have the power to do that.
Unless you pay for it yourself.
You get a high five COVID safe over the distance.
There you go.
I like this. It's a good sound effect for that.
Thank you.
All right. There you go, folks. I love how when we say we're going to end and then we end 20 minutes later because we get talking about stuff. It's great.
That's what
we're having fun. Anyway, folks, hope some of you tune into After Hours. Hopefully the rest of you will see next Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Hey, we're going to continue with the RPG stuff next week because we have Jason Massey and Brianne Marie from the Dungeons and Randomness podcast, very popular RPG podcast. They've been on before. I was on a panel with Brianne at DragonCon this year. It was a super fun RPG panel. So we're going to bring them back to talk some more fun stuff. And so please join us for that. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.